Random question. Is it insider trading if you overhear how a company is certain it's being bought out or acquired after it's announced but not officially final? Yes. You're being vague. If you, like, let's say, for example, you don't work at Best Buy, but you are a lawyer who is contracted by Best Buy, and you're like talking to someone and you hear the CEO say like, yeah, we're getting bought by Amazon. If you trade on that information, even if you don't work at Best Buy, that's insider trading. Now, does this happen on every single announcement I've ever seen in the past couple of years? Yes. Every day before there's a giant acquisition announcement, there's somebody making large bets the day before, either call options or, you know, people seem to guess it every time. And so people are doing it, but yeah, that is insider trading. If you're listening through a cup on the door, you're good. Your Honor, cup on the door defense. I only heard it because I happened to put the cup to the door. Yeah, you probably get by. You probably all right. Because, you know, every time you buy stock or sell stock, there's a person on the other end of it. There's a person making that trade. So if I think, oh, this stock's going to go up, I think it's valuable, and that person thinks, no, it's bad. The idea is we should both have the same information. If I know something they couldn't know and I make that trade, insider trading. That's the idea. Not that they don't know, because they could be dumb. It's that they couldn't know. What if you hear them talking about on their BlackBerry at Starbucks? That is also insider trading, but they could almost never prove it. So run it, King. If you're at Starbucks and you overhear a CEO just loudly talking, oh yeah, we're getting acquired. There's no way to tie it to you. All you do is you just Google Best Buy stock information or whatever, and you're like, yeah, I researched it and I just had a feeling, you know, I felt like they were ripe for growth. Yeah, you could do that. That is possible. I would say it's very unlikely you're ever going to be at a coffee shop next to a fucking CEO and then they say something that's actually 100% locked right before it happens. But if it happens, take the money and run. Is a buyout always lead to a surge in stock price? It is very difficult. I've never seen a company buy another public company without the stock going up, because they have to pay above market rate to get all of the shares, to get everyone to vote to agree. Otherwise, they would just not do it. So yes, if you know a public company is getting bought out, like soon, not like a year from now, but soon, then yeah, you should buy shares because it would work. Yeah, I mean, it could happen if like the company was a fraud and it was, you know, headed to the I don't know. I think that it's very unlikely for a public company you guys are going to hear of that's going to happen. What if I own one share but don't want to sell? Can I hold up the merger? No, it's it's not every share unanimous. You'd be so annoying. You're the one Activision Blizzard guy or something, or like the one Twitter shareholder. It's like, no, I don't care how much Elon offers us. I don't care how much he overpays. I will hold. No, it's a vote, and they will have the majority, especially if they're overpaying. How much do you need to hold it up? You mean 51%, to be honest. I mean, there's for some different companies have different bylaws or whatever, but board of directors will decide. Technically, the board of directors can just do it, but they're supposed to be responsible to the shareholders. So if like over 51% didn't want it, they could be in legal trouble. And then, yeah, there's also voting shares. So like a company like Facebook or Meta, it doesn't matter if you owned, you know, every available share. If you bought all the shares, Mark Zuckerberg can outvote you. Because Mark Zuckerberg has like 13% of the company, but they have 20x voting power. He has voting shares, dual class voting shares that he created. So nobody can outvote him. He can control every possible thing in that company and has 100% power. You could own, you know, 87% of Facebook or Meta, and you couldn't tell him what to do, and you couldn't make him step down, and you couldn't do anything, which is annoying. I think the dual class shares usually leads to bad outcomes, but is that not illegal? Not even close. What if I buy his shares too? He has to sell them to you. Every time you buy shares, it's not like you're just like, they're not creating them out of thin air. You're buying from somebody else, usually another person. It's not, they're not like printing one for you. They already existed and you're buying one from someone else. Have you looked at France investigative video? I only saw what they did in the news announcement. You know, they're looking into it. I'll follow up if I find out more. They do create them out of thin air though. Sometimes it's a thing. Yeah, but not from you buying them. It's not the act of you buying shares on a stock exchange does not create shares. What's stopping him from making a single Giga Chad share with 100 million X voting power? I guess nothing. I mean, he has the ability to now. Whenever he created the company and they incorporated, they set up the voting share system at the time, and then everyone voted on it of the original investors, and they all agreed that Zuckerberg should have this much power. So, like, you couldn't do it for any company. It's not just like a CEO's job. It's like he owned it and then made that setup as a part of the agreement to go public. Now Elon's gonna make a Giga Chad share. You think Elon is watching and taking suggestions from Twitch chat on how to create share systems? Okay, hi Elon. I like your neck beard. He's done stupider shit. It's not that it's stupid. It's just like he doesn't, I mean, he already has. He uses all of his companies interchangeably like piggy banks. So I don't think anyone's stopping him. He has nobody. I think the board of most of his companies is like his brother. I mean, nobody is at all ever stopped him on anything. Oh, dude, it's so cringe. The CEO of X.com, Twitter, Linda, her interview was like, I mean, it was so obvious that she has zero power. I actually kind of want to make a video on it. I don't know. It was just a very, very cringe interview. Like, they asked her about something Elon had said earlier that day. So Elon said he's thinking of making every Twitter user have to pay to get rid of bots. And she was like, did he say maybe, or did he say he's going to do that? Like, she didn't know, she hadn't heard of that. And she was like trying to, like, a normal CEO would be like, okay, well, that's one idea and we're going to figure it out. And but she was like responding as if like, if he said it, that goes, and I need to figure out right now in this meeting. It was wild. It was wild. It was not, she did not come off as the CEO of the company at all, which is obvious. And yeah, and then she held up her phone and it showed all her apps, and she didn't have Twitter or X. Why leave your executive position for a fake CEO job? Raises her public profile. Probably great pay. Nobody will really blame her if the company goes to shit, to be honest. It's pretty cool to get a CEO job where you won't have any of the blame. So she gets money. She gets through all these interviews. Theoretically, this thing fucking goes to shit. I don't think she's in that bad of a spot. If she really cared, if you're a CEO that really cares about, like, I want to build something great and lasting, and like, I like leading people, that's not this job. She's not doing shit. What's the point of this position existing? It's because Elon is very cancerous to advertisers. X.com advertising is down like 60-70% since the takeover, and they need to make money. So she has a background in talking to advertisers because she worked for NBC doing that. And so that's her job, is to like go around and get advertisers to come back and be like, hey, it's okay. Twitter's cool. We have views and you can get your ads here, which makes sense. She's supposed to be like a safe face of the company. That was when he was going to be stepping down, and he's not really doing that. I just figured out how to get your stream on my smart TV, PogChamp. I've heard that if you watch YouTube videos with a smart TV, I get paid more money. So feel free to binge my YouTube content.